Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and we are truly through the looking glass here, people. J.D. Vance has suggested the possibility that the United States will invade and take over Greenland. It wouldn't be a big operation, would it? There's only 60,000 people living in Greenland, and they don't have an army. So it'd be a case of, okay, Greenland is ours now. Okay, say the Greenlanders. And that's it. Who's going to stop them? Now, he said he could take this in hours. He says, and it's fueling fears that they will. The Trump administration looks to secure America's borders. Now, it'd be very worrying, I think, for the Canadians to have the US take Greenland. Canada is already America's hat, but now Greenland would become America's feather in that cap. You could push both ways. You could take Canada. It'll be interesting to see. It's not going to happen, of course, but taking Greenland is an option, and it wouldn't surprise me if they did, for the security of the United States and the Western world, because of who comes through that gap at the top. Will the EU complain? Yes. Will the EU have a coalition of the willing and send, 30,000 troops? No, of course not. Also, they're NATO, aren't they? Greenland aren't NATO, so there's no squabbling there. If it happens, it happens, and Europe will do nothing. We'll do nothing. Nobody's going to do nothing. Trump's promised to make every Greenlander a millionaire. If he does that, what are they going to complain about? It's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, ever since it's funny. Trump said this ever since he became inaugurated as president the first time round. Anyway, speaking to Fox News, Vance said that Denmark was not doing its job in controlling Greenland and was not being a good ally. He said, "You have to ask yourself, how are we going to solve solve our national security problems? And if that means we take more territorial interest in Greenland, that is what we are going to have to do, because if Denmark doesn't care about doesn't care about Greenland, we do. And we don't care about what the European Union scream at us. We care about putting the interests of American citizens first. God, I wish we had a government that cared about putting the British citizens' interests first. But we don't. We could become the 51st state. I'd sign up for that. If someone said we could become the 51st state, we had a petition on it, I would sign that for sure. Anyway, reacting on social media, some labelled Vance's comments as deliberately deranged. Of course it's deliberate. They're not going to do it, and believe that he was suggesting a US invasion of territory was on the cards. It's not really. They're talking about it. They're winding you up. And you know who's biting on this? The liberal left libtards. They're all going, oh. It's not going to happen. They've already got bases on there. If they wanted Greenland, they would take it in an afternoon. They don't want Greenland like that. They just want a lot more military bases there so they can protect that passage down and keep an eye on all the Russian and Chinese shipping that comes down it. End of story. And even if they did go and take it, really, is Denmark going to fight a war against America to take it back? No. End of story on that one. Ridiculous, isn't it? But the left are jumping all over it. You can see them, little glove puppets. Arseholes. Anyway, interesting story. Ain't never going to happen. Just a bit of fun. I get the impression that Trump's having fun this time. He is, isn't he? He's just doesn't care. He knows it's his last stint, and he's just going to stir the pot. It's great fun. Anyway, thanks very much. Take care. Goodbye.